All right. Welcome in, everybody, to April's astrology forecast. I am Angela Murray, psychic medium and healer. With me today, I have two amazing women, and they are going to introduce themselves.
I'm Crystal White with Crystal's Ascension.
And I am Nikki with Nikkie's Learning Awareness.
So we come together every month to bring you an astrology forecast and what is happening in our universe, where the placements are, and how it can affect us or benefit us. So in your birth chart, have it available, get it with you, take notes, refer to it as we all give you this really awesome information. Looking at your moon information is as important as your sun sign information. The sun gives us our spirit and energy. The moon, it gives us our soul and emotions. A lot of people tend to focus on your sun sign, but when you're talking about love or thinking about love, look at your moon sign and look at your potential partner's moon sign as well. And that's where you're going to see the compatibility. Crystal's up first. All right. So
thank you, Angela. So the first major event that we are going to want to look out for that we're going to talk about today is on April 3rd. Mercury moves into Aries. And so with this energy, we want to note that Mercury is how we communicate. It's how we make decisions, how we express ourselves, how we pick up energy or pick up, absorb, and exchange information. So with Mercury and Aries, we are going to see a lot of shorter tempers. Aries not having the patience or the tolerance to think things through. So at times decisions can be made on an impulse. So with that said, take extra care not to make impulsive commitments based on emotion. Rather, take the time to think things through and meditate on your decisions, because that is definitely going to help you at this time so that you can make sure that you're making decisions that are meant for your highest good. And always remember that when the emotion is high, it's really a good time to meditate. And that's where you can receive a lot of answers just flowing in. So there's also this innocent charm with Aries communicators, though. So when they're not getting caught up in all the irrelevant details to a circumstance, it can be helpful for situations that do not require overthinking. So this is going to be an excellent time to start something new and completely wash clean with old attachments to old ideas that are outdated and don't serve you anymore. It's also a great time to be mentally prepared to kind of like fight for what's right type of attitude. So with that fast thinking, quick-witted, and mental agility that the energy Mercury and Aries is going to bring us, it's also going to be a great time to be more spontaneous, have fun, make new connections with people. And so because your ability to make quick, firm decisions can help you with stepping outside of your comfort zone and just giving you the courage to chase your passions and just making those small decisions one step at a time, one small decision at a time. So great time for starting a new career and just, like I said, making connections with people.
Awesome. Thank you, Crystal, for that valuable information. And we'll keep that in mind. And I see that there's a theme of needing to know when it's okay to push forward and needing to know when it's okay to like take your time with what you're deciding to do. So I love that. We move right into April 9th, where Mars in Gemini does square with Neptune in Pisces. And so I want to break some of this down because Mars is your passion, your goals, your anger, your drive. So there's a lot of fire fuel with Mars. And it's in Gemini, which gives this scattered energy. I want to go left, I want to go right, all at the same time. I want to do both, right? The positives of Mars being in Gemini is high creativity with your communication and with your verbal and writing skills. So if you're a writer, a screenplay writer, a movie writer, whatever that case may be, even recording videos like this, you're fully supported in that square because Neptune, who represents your ability to transfer into different realities, Also, being with Pisces, the intuitive thinker, the dreamy energy, you can really come up with some big, fantastic ideas for this next chapter of your life and also have the energy to get through them. So these two planets within these zodiac signs are aiding each other. You do have to be careful for the downside, which would be high temper, short temper, clearly, and, you know, false reality that you would put yourself in if you're interested in moving forward. You know, it can be a little dreamy. So definitely ground with that. But these two energies work very well together if you're interested in starting something or trying something new.
So then we have the new moon in Aries for April the 12th. All right. So Aries is the first sign of the zodiac, and thus a new moon in Aries is especially ripe with opportunities for new beginnings. Who's ready for that? A feeling of uncertainty can make you solve problems faster than is natural. Do not rush as if there was a deadline. Try to slow down so you can decide what you want to do and proceed at your own comfortable pace. So you may feel, you know, a sense of urgency in making, you know, really quick and fast decisions. And that's not going to be in your best interest at this time, right? Like, don't lose your head over it. Take a moment to think about things. Aries, to take action. Try something new and innovative and go at it with gusto and confidence. So be assertive without being abrasive. There is a balance there, like with everything. Balance is key. Intention is also key. Okay, so organs that can be influenced by the Aries moon is your head, teeth, tongue, striated muscles, penis, gallbladder, arteries, blood. These organs are now more sensitive, so provide them with extra care. So some characteristics and personality traits with Aries, right? Because this new moon may enhance some of these or bring them out within you. They're highly motivated and goal-oriented. They're physically active, adventure seekers, conspicuously competitive, confident and charismatic, natural leaders that like to have their own way. Oblivious to others and terrible at reading people, short-tempered and volatile, but they're also open and honest. Okay, so the new moon in Aries marks the beginning of a new cycle. So Aries begins our horoscope cycle, right? Our astrology cycle. All right, so take charge of our lives, start a brand new project, and discover our own personal courage. So while we're in this energy in the beginning of the month, by the time we get to this new moon, those amazing and brilliant ideas have already started to come about, right? So this is a strong cycle under which to reevaluate our relationship to ourself. A good cycle under which to discover the benefits of expressing ourselves with authenticity. Whatever feels true to you, not necessarily, I feel a lot of people may sometimes, other people's opinions and opinions about them or truths about them, they kind of take them on as their own, even when they don't feel aligned with you. So I would really love to see you guys practice more of going within, quieting your mind and figuring out, who are you? Not based off someone else's opinions about you, okay? You figure out who you are. All right, so we might also find ways to learn how to rely on ourselves and to be happy about doing so. It will go a long way towards finding inner happiness when we know that we can be self-sufficient without blaming others for not helping us out. It's a time to revitalize ourselves through experiences that break the routine and that involve doing something new and fresh. All right, so there we go with the new moon.
Thank you so much, Angela. April 14th is when Venus moves into Taurus. So Venus is the goddess of love for everything in the physical world and all the creature comforts. And so it pairs very well with kind, down-to-earth, patient, and gentle Taurus. So Taurus is also very determined and hardworking. So these are also great attributes when it comes to following your romantic pursuits, as well as for your passions in your careers. So as you can imagine, partners of all kinds are going to flourish at this time. It's a very chilled out, relaxed time for everybody. Communicating will be nice and stable. So make sure that if you are looking to mediate something or you want to work through some deals, yeah, April 14th is going to be a great time to do that. So just a little recap. Indulgent and grounded Taurus partners seamlessly with Venus. So it's going to be a great time for pleasure seeking in all forms. So luxury, high endurance, and resourceful living are all increased during this very special time. And so just like Mercury, Venus is actually a fast-paced and moving planet. It stays in each zodiac sign for about 3 weeks. So in that sense, you would look out for that fast-paced and high energy activity that comes with love and pleasure. So it's a great time for you to get some good food, get some fine wine, cuddle up at home, make new connections or deepen connections that you already have using all the comfort measures that are available to you.
All right, all right. Thank you so much, Crystal, for that information. So we're moving right along. We are going to April 23rd, and that very same charged up Mars, moving from the Gemini energy, moving from wanting to do 2 projects at once, wanting to be in 2 states at once, moving from being in 2 minds at once, gradually into Cancer, which, just to recap, Mars is your drive, your goals, your passion, your energy force, your temper. It's also the masculine energy, and it's moving into Cancer, which is the feminine energy. And it does bring that creative stance into Mars and your goals being more, I'm going to say, grounded, believe it or not, because Cancer is a water sign. However, the grounding energy that I'm discussing is Mars coming from a place like being with Gemini into something more stable, something more strong, something more secure. So April 23rd, you'll find that a lot of the ideas that were bouncing around, you can now pick 1 or 2 and kind of solid them, ground them into realistic life, into you being able to plan and activate whatever it is you were working on. So with that Cancer energy, we do have a warrior stance as well, which goes very good with Mars, the god of war. So be careful as far as that goes. But if you are trying to break through an obstacle, if you are trying to finally get over something, finally get into something, even applications that are pending will be approved around this time, because it does give solid forward movement, which I think we're going to all really enjoy. So we have that comfort of Taurus, and now we get to see our projects manifest, and I'm really loving the energy with.
Okay, all right, great. So then we have the full moon in Scorpio on the 27th. Okay, so the full moon in Scorpio, it creates the need to delve into your feelings as deep as possible. You desire meaningful emotional exchanges now more than at any other time, even if it is not easy and you are forced to change many things. Shallow relationships do not satisfy you because they are not purifying enough. All right, some organs that can be influenced by this full moon in Scorpio: your genitals, rectum, anus, urethra, genital glands, ovaries, prostate, pubic bone, and your genes. So all of our reproductive stuff, right, can be affected. These organs are more sensitive, so provide them with extra care. So Scorpio is often mistaken for a fire sign because of their fierce independence. Scorpios are actually a deeply emotional and sensitive water sign. While they can be intimidating, Scorpios are also the most loyal friends and partners you can ever ask for. And as one of the most ambitious signs, they are amazing at creating connections and being their authentic selves. So earlier in the month, don't be surprised if you make new connections with some Scorpios. I know you were going to laugh, Nikki. Oh my gosh. All right. So some personality traits of Scorpio. Okay. They are determined. They're brave, loyal, and honest, right? They're ambitious. Some negative Scorpio traits. They're jealous. They're secretive, right? Resentful, controlling, stubborn like a Sag. All right, so there's some info with that. So if you're feeling a little bit of that kind of coming into your energy, right, just know like this really isn't me. This is just this scorpionic energy in this full moon. All right, so in astrology, the full moon is a time of completion. It is the end of the short lunar cycle that begins with the new moon, and a pause in time, providing a moment of fullness before the next cycle begins. During a full moon, we look to finish things or to gain fulfillment from the efforts we have previously made. When that fulfillment or satisfaction is not forthcoming, the full moon can prompt anger or an upswell of negative emotions, since our feelings are very close to the surface at this time. Astrologers say that, and in astrology, that Scorpio is one of the most intense emotional zodiac signs. Scorpio emotions are deeply felt, volatile, and difficult to control. So be mindful in that way. If you need to just step away and take time for you, just excuse yourself and go handle your business, you know, all jokes aside. However, Scorpio is very resilient. It's a very resilient zodiac sign with great depths of inner resourcefulness. The strong emotions surrounding a full moon in Scorpio may be briefly painful or even damaging, but this can also be a very healing time. If this is going to resonate for you, if you find that what I'm saying here is resonating with you, choose, because you get to choose. We have that birthright of free will to decide how we want to handle something, how we want to receive something, and what we're going to do about it. Okay, so operate out of love. We are always going to tell you that. Choose love over the alternatives that you have. Okay, so yes, a key trait of Scorpio in astrology is a desire to see beneath the surface. I must have a lot of Scorpio, because since I was a child, I don't care about the surface. It's always about getting up in there, right? What's the real deal? All right, so it's getting beneath the surface. And during a Scorpio full moon, this investigative urge can lead to a loss of privacy or the betrayal of secrets. There can be vengeful or even spiteful undertones to Scorpio energy when it's not well channeled. So this full moon can also bring about drama of that nature. If faced with people or events which appear to be spiraling out of control, an important way to handle the Scorpio full moon is to distance yourself emotionally from the chaos. Focus on the facts, but leave aside the judgment, blame, and recriminations for how you got there. That's right. So it's being authentic with yourself, right? It's really going in, it's clearing out those cobwebs, being accountable for yourself, right? So that you can switch these ways about you, these beliefs about you. Okay, if you have some like deeply embedded programs that tell you you're this way, you're A through D, but that doesn't feel aligned for you, but you feel like, well, this is just how I am. No, you get to change that, right? And any one of us can help you learn how to provide that for yourself. We can wrap this up. So, Nikki, tell me how we can find you.
Well, I'm on Facebook. Nikkie's Learning Awareness. Name should be right there.
All right. How about
you? You can find me on Facebook, on Instagram. Crystal's Ascension is what my label is. I'm also on YouTube.
Awesome. What we'll do, we will post the links for you guys to go directly to our different platforms where you can message us, contact us. view our content, right? If you want to work with us, you'll easily be able to message us and get in touch with us to see how we can maybe even help you as well. And if you want to work with me or need to find me, I'm also on YouTube, Divine Grounded Healing, and Instagram and Facebook and all the things, right? All the places. And my website is divinegroundedhealing.com. All right, so we hope you guys enjoyed that. Leave us a comment. Let us know how you feel about this. Are you guys enjoying these monthly astrology forecasts that we're putting together for you? We would love to engage with you and hear your thoughts.
All right. All right, ladies. Well, thank you. Have a good day.
All right. See you guys next time. So the moon has 4 main cycles. All right. The new, the waxing, the full, and the waning moon. So each carries a very distinctive energy that we can utilize to energize our stones and ourselves, or choose specific stones to work with that energy. The moon has beautiful feminine energy to share with you. Charging your stones with its energy takes your work with the stones to an entirely different level. So if you have crystals, gems, stones, right, rocks, whatever that is, you can put them out under the full moon and it will clear and charge them. Selenite will do the same as well. All right, so with the new moon, some information really quickly about that is the new moon is observed when the moon is directly in line with the sun and earth, but out of our view from earth because the moon's dark side is facing the earth, making it appear dark. Many believe that the energy of the new moon is a time of transformation, new beginnings, an explosion of creative energy and personal growth. The new moon is seen as a wonderful time to perform rituals or of blessings and healing, a time to focus our desires and dreams of what we want to manifest now. Look within and discover what we really want, a chance to discern our deepest, truest desires and manifest them naturally. All right, so the waning moon or the waxing moon, when the moon appears to be gaining light and growing in energy and size, this is the waxing moon. Moving from a new moon towards a full moon, when energy of the waxing moon is that of manifestations and intentions, this is a time to focus on new projects and ideas. The waxing moon would be a great time to wear your chosen crystal for abundance and prosperity. Good note to take. Stones such as aventurine, malachite, citrine, and ruby are excellent abundance stones that would support the energy of the waxing moon. The period of the waxing moon lasts about 14 days. The full moon, a lot of us are familiar with, lunar energy is at its most powerful during the time of the full moon. The reason we clean our stones by the full moon is because its extremely powerful lunar energy helps to remove all dense, stored up energies, washing the crystals clean, like the tides cleanse the beaches, and re-energizing it. It is a time of enhancing personal and crystalline energies. Many perform rituals of protection at this time. It is a time for focusing on our gratitudes and our blessings. It is a time to be mindful of all that we have and all that we have created. A time to express and receive, to open our hearts and feel the connection we all have around us and fill our cups. All right, so there's just a little bit of education about the different moons that we have. So I hope you enjoyed that.